And to matters human resource now, and employees complaining of lack of inclusivity, gender balance, lack of involvement of youth, and overlooking people living with disabilities in workplaces being a subject of discussion. This is where IHRM, which is a statutory professional body established under the Human Resource Management Profession, comes in. Earlier on, we spoke to Qureshi Abdullahi, who is the Executive Director of IHRM, to know how they enhance competencies and capabilities of employees while supporting innovative and transformative HR practices and standards.
That are in place is, for us at the Institute, you cannot practice HR until you are registered at the Institute, and that is through the Act. And we always urge the employers to be compliant with that for simple reason. When you have issues around employee relations, whether it's about talent sourcing and all that, the first issue you deal with is human capital. And you want that to be handled by someone who understands the HR professions. So it cannot be just anyone. Like we've realized some institutions or organizations, they make the head of HR anyone who just fits the profile without looking at, do they have the required skills? Do they meet the criteria set by the Institute through the Act of Parliament, which, by the way, by law, you can actually be taken to court. The question we're asking ourselves is, if you're making decisions on people, whether it's recruitment, whether it's about enabling environment for women, youth, and people with disability, what's our role, especially for people who are biased at workplace? We're not where we're supposed to be as a country, to be precise. But again, we have to be deliberate about it. Let me use the example of the youth. We all know that the workforce, we have a high aging workforce in this country. But are we tapping into them through a succession planning to onboard the youth?
All right, that's where I want to bring it to a close this afternoon, and thank you so much for your company. Let's do this next week as we start off with our budget.